Assalamualaikum, my name is Husni Muhamad Rifqi. In this opportunity, I'm going to talk about contemporary issues of e-commerce. So, what is the e-commerce? E-commerce is the sale or purchase of goods or services, whether between businesses, households, individuals, governments, and other public or private organizations, conducted over a computer-mediated network. This includes, for example, virtual items, information, and or the conducting of financial transactions via electronic. It means via the internet or the computer networks that make up the information superhighway. Then, what are the benefits of e-commerce? The benefits of e-commerce include improved customer service, better inventory control, lower marketing and distribution costs, reduced cycle time, increased market reach, reduced operation costs. And other benefits include global connectivity, high accessibility, scalability, interoperability, and inactivity, summed up in one word, which is convenience. And then what are the objectives of e-commerce? The objective of e-commerce include the facilitation of international cooperation through trade, then making goods and services available to consumers all over the world irrespective of distance, the expansion of the consumer base for manufacturers or producers of goods and services, and the last is a reduction in the cost of service delivery by delivering this electronically. Then what are the types of e-commerce? E-commerce can be broken into four main types. The first one is B2B or business to business, which means companies doing business with each other, such as manufacturers selling to distributors and wholesalers selling to retailers. The second is B2C or business to consumer, which is business selling to the general public, typically through catalogs utilizing shopping cart software. The third is C2B or customer to business. A consumer ports his project with a set budget online, and within hours companies review the consumer requirements and bid on the project. The last is C2C or consumer to consumers. There are many sites offering free class-filled auctions and forums where individuals can buy and sell thanks to online payment system like PayPal, where people can send and receive money online with ease. Then what are the contemporary issues regarding e-commerce? In modern times, e-commerce has increasingly emerged as an important means of business and trade. But at the same time, it has various policy dilemmas and issues. Then the following issues need special attention. The first one is quality issues, second is security issues, the third is legal issues, and the last is data privacy issues. For the quality issues, this section presents different quality issues in e-commerce, which include website content and design, technology infrastructure, supplemental services, and environment. For the website content and design, modern business requires mainly information. In e-commerce, there is a need of content that includes information, data, experience, or knowledge in order to reach a high standard of importance. The quality of content means the features of the information that exists in the e-commerce websites. The good website has no present its information right away to the user who determine to stay or not according what they find when they visit the website. Therefore, the quality of the content which the customers expect may influence the success of the organization and the customer's choice. The second is technology infrastructure. It's a fact that there is no certain web technology which is able to satisfy all customers' needs. The design of the web infrastructure should meet the organization requirement for cost, accuracy, ability, benefits, and efficiency, such as technological requirements decide the design of the website and the bandwidth of networks, reliability, accuracy, prospective traffic, software, and hardware. The third is supplemental services. Supplemental service provided by electronic business of high quality are required since they help customers to complete their purchasing process when they visit the website. These supplemental services include every step before, during and after purchasing process such as online payment services, securing purchasing process and customer-sensitive information, contracting service, and conflict and legal management service. The fourth is environment. Environmental quality is responsible for deciding the level of inside and outside control and the effect of this control on the e-commerce. This internal and external environment include company goals and objectives, management rules, taxation policy, government rules and regulation, and legal services. Many legal and public policy issues, including taxation, have not yet been resolved or are not clear. National and international government regulations sometimes get in the way. So for maintaining the development of e-commerce, the supportive environmental quality is required. The second is security issues. Security is one of the most vital variables that restrict customers and associations engaging with e-commerce, and e-commerce currently addressing gradually for the security issues on their internal networks. So what are the security issues that exist in e-commerce? The first one is unauthorized access. It implies illegal access to information, system, or implication for some malignant purpose. In passive unauthorized access, the hacker listens to correspondence channel for discovering secrets or content which might be used for harming purpose. However, in active unauthorized access, the hacker modifies system or information with an intention to manipulate or change. The second is denial of service. It might happen by spamming and viruses. Spamming is essentially surprising email shelling caused by a hacker targeting one computer or network and sending a large number of email messages to it. DDoS or distributed denial of service attacks involve hackers putting software agents onto a number of outsider systems and setting them off to simultaneously send requests to an intended target. However, viruses are self-replicating computer programs designed to perform unwanted events. Worms are special viruses that spread utilizing direct internet connection, and Trojan horses are disguised as legitimate software that trap the user into running the program. The third is thief and fraud. Misinterpretation happens when the stolen information is used or modified. Thief of software implies illegal duplicating from organization servers or thief of hardware, specifically PCs. Hacker breaks into insecure merchant web server to harvest archiver of credit card number generally stored alongside personal data when a customer makes an online purchase. The merchant backend and database is additionally susceptible for thief from outsider fulfillment center and other processing agent. The third is legal issues. These are the legal issues that come up from e-commerce. The first one is e-contracts. On e-commerce websites that operate in an online environment, the possibility of minor entering into contract is very high. Hence, it's crucial for an online business portal to consider such possibility and provides a form on the website stating that the individual with whom it is trading or entering into the e-contract has attained the age of majority. The second is data protection. Security of the information provided during an online transaction is a major concern. It requires of the company to take all reasonable precaution to prevent any corruption, damage, loss, or destruction of the private information and or data, even upon the termination of the contract between the parties. The contracts often have specific clauses to deal with such privacy concerns, and they bind all employees, agents, and subcontractors. The third is intellectual property right. E-commerce websites are designed and sometimes operated by other parties specializing in the field. Often the content is also managed by a third party. Thus, unless the agreement between the parties specifically provides the IP rights, there is a possibility of infringement subject to the trademark, copyright, or patent on the online platform. The last is competition. E-commerce legal issues have seen a generation of new players and the merging and acquisition between several old players. This has enabled development of new services. distribution channel, and far greater efficiency in business activities than ever before. This development has the possibility of leading to certain competition issues with respect to the development of strategies for growing the network and maintaining their market power. The last is data privacy issues. Privacy is a major issue in electronic commerce. As privacy enforcement and its monitoring are not easy, some people consider privacy as the fundamental right, and some people take it as their tradable commodity. These are some of the data privacy issues. The first is intellectual property reselling. E-commerce business providers are freely resell the intellectual property of their customers. This is also an issue of the privacy of the individual using online trading sites and sharing their personal stuff without knowing the reselling rights. The second is web activity correctness. E-commerce providers have no means to monitor the malicious web activities and its consequence. The third is integrity of server machine. The e-commerce sites are not providing the mechanism for the client to verify the integrity of server machine. The fourth is buyers tricking. Social engineering techniques are used for the tricking of the shopper to get the maximum benefit of the under-attacking system. The attackers gather the credential details and use this against the online activities of the victim, such as asking about the user's favorite book, is a common challenge question used by various sites for authentication and login to the account. If one of these sites is tricked into giving away a password after the challenge question is given, then the shopper uses the same logon ID and password on other site, and possibly the site will be taken down. The fifth is snooping the buyer's computer. One of the easiest ways to get the control over the client credential is to get the control over the computer of the online e-commerce user. As millions of computers are connected to the internet every minute, and many of the users are unaware of the security features and network vulnerabilities. Moreover, software and hardware vendors are not paying enough attention to guide about the security concern of the devices and systems they are using. The sixth is sniffing the network. Network sniffing is the attentive monitoring of the data between the shopper's computer and the server of hosting company. The attacker collects data about the buyer or steal personal information, including credit card numbers, personal interests, buying pattern, and so on. The last is password guess. The guess about the user password is in common practice. The password guess results the successful output using manual and automatic mechanism. Manual method is more hard and has less success rate, and only result positive when the attacker have the good knowledge about the victim as what are they liking, basic information about his or her family name, or the unique patterns the victim commonly uses. The automated methods are quite fast, has high success rate and easy to perform. Many techniques, including dictionary attack and other tools, exist that helps the attacker to guess the user ID or password combination. The conclusion is, e-commerce is likely to be one of the most influential forces shaping life and how we do business in the coming decades. As internet usage and ICT literacy increases, this effect will continue to expand and increase in importance, and the most important element to business achieving is the quality. The legal issues and problems presently confronting e-commerce should be addressed directly and expeditiously in the interest of the consumers. This can be achieved only by establishing appropriate institutions for monitoring electronic commerce. Both government and businesses need to work together on an international platform to ensure specific standards are set, which will assist the electronic traders to meet their responsibilities more systematically. And the last is the government needs to provide a baseline for international consumer protection to ensure effectiveness of industry, self-regulation, and to strengthen consumer confidence. And this is the reference of my presentation. And the last is thank you.